Oké, üdvözlök mindenkit újra itt a Wasteland 3 végigjátsásában. Folytassuk is ott, ahol abba hagytuk. Ugye, most az a gondom, hogy egy elérhető, nekünk megfelelő küldetés van, de szerintem vissza kéne menni az HQ-ra, mert ott egy párszor már mondták, hogy helyzet van. Ranger HQ. Úgyhogy szerintem azt fogjuk csinálni, hogy elmegyünk a Ranger HQ-ra, beszélgetünk ott az emberkékkel, hogy mi mizu, hát adnak még küldetéseket. Igen, elmenjünk a Ranger HQ-ra. Igen, mondhatnátok, hogy miért nem vágtam ki ezt a jelentet, azért, mert hozzátartozik a játékhoz. Nálam nincsenek vágott videók, játékvideók, ez hozzátartozik a játékhoz. Akinek ez nem tetszik, az menjen vágott tartalmú csatornához, hogy így mondjam. Ez hozzá, mint a Dark Souls-nál is. Csak ha valamelyik boss vagy a Souls-like játékoknál valamelyik boss napokig verem, azokat szoktam kivágni. Így van.
That Valor kid doesn't sound much more stable than his brother.
Man, I miss Vegas.
We had it made back then.
Tell me about it. We was kings.
Nobody did a thing in that town without asking us first.
Oh,
Or without us getting a cut.
Hey, I'm Joey Bag of Donuts.
hi
Mr.
Joey.
Brygo sent me down, you know, as thanks for helping him out with his, trouble.
Aha, oké, beszélt róla.
Apparently, I'm supposed to be your new armory guy. That's good. You know, I know my way around this stuff. Well, you know, though he is an honest businessman and an upstanding citizen, Mr. Brygo has more than his share of enemies, which means that he needs bodyguards. And those bodyguards need
Tools.
yeah?
Igen, hát így
So,
lehet
he
mondani.
had been doing business with me, a simple freelance gunsmith, but he got tired of waiting for me to finish up work for other clients. So he decided to employ me full-time. Find, clean, and service guns for him, and only him. Since then, I've been a made man and do whatever Mr. Brygo wants. And right now, he wants me to find, clean, and service guns for you. And only you.
Nagyon helyes.
Sweet deal, right?
Very right.
Nah, it's my favorite subject. I'm the son of a son of a son of a gunmaker. And I'm proud of carrying on the family trade. Back in Vegas, the Bag of Donuts name has been synonymous with the finest quality guns since before the war. Whenever anybody's plucked anybody else in Vegas for the last 100 years, you can bet that a Bag of Donuts was part of it. And now that Mr. Brygo is in Colorado, I'm hoping to continue that tradition here. Let me show you.
Na, mi van a merchantnél? Scorpion. Megvettük. Hagyjunk már, ami nekünk nem kell. Jó. Most van 2. És miért mentem 2-t? I don't know. Couch gun. Shotgun. Nyegyünk granátét, 88-ba kerül egy. Hozz meg. Akkor nem megyünk. Healing cuccunk nem nagyon van. Jesus. Ja. Nem tudom, mi ezeket fenntartani, egy kisebb fajta vagyunk. Ez a retkes telefon kiidegel, bazd meg. Nézd, beton. Mondjátok meg, hogy mi a faszér van az, hogy valami... Na mindegy, hagyjuk is. Ezek a telefonok egyre drágábbak, aztán egyre szarabbak. No. Azt mondja, 28-33-as damage-el. De... elvileg jók. Na.
I don't get paid to talk.
Medbay. Csádok.
Hey, Rangers. I'm here at last. It'll take a while, but I think I'll be able to make an actual surgery out of this place. Just need to call in a few favors for equipment and supplies. If you need treatment now, well, I think I'm ready for that. What do you need? Fine. Everything is fine. For now. I brought a few things over from the garage. Not much yet, but...
Well, so I brought my clone machine with me. I hope that's not a problem. Yes, theoretically. I can have the machine take your genetic material and run the process, but no guarantee what comes out the other end. I did make a few tweaks to the process, though, so whatever it is, it probably won't be so angry. Probably. Okay, well, how exciting! But before we start, one tiny caveat. The process requires special genetic material, and I've only got enough for one clone, so if anything happens to our new friend, try to recover its remains so we can reuse them. Now, put your palm on the machine right here.
Placing your palm on the...
Hey, this one can talk. Hi, Rangers. Thanks again for letting me work for you. This is so exciting. I am so happy. I'm learning so much. All my life, I wanted to be a scientist, but all I could do was read the books and dream. Now I can actually do things. It's incredible. He's wonderful. He's almost as smart as Dr. Finster, but without all the, you know,
I will again.
A breakdance so fly, it can kill. Thank you, Rangers. You saved my life.
Lett egy klónunk.
Excuse me, are you Team November? I'm Del Hackett, and I speak for these people. We've been living here for months, and we've got nowhere to go. Please, will you let us stay?
Bad idea. I've been in their shoes, but this is a military base. If we have squatters everywhere, it'll be hard to keep discipline. Your recruits won't like it either.
The Patriarch's people don't care about people like us, but you're not beholden to them. We all farmed in the border country between Colorado and the plains. Thought we were safe out there, under the Patriarch's protection. Back then, the gangs feared the Patriarch. Not anymore. They burned our greenhouses and killed everyone who tried to fight them. No place left to run but here. For any of us. Not intentionally. The Patriarch's people drove up to the base a few days ago, so we hid in here for a while. Then when Andy went to check if they left, all the doors slammed shut and the alarms started whooping. Don't know what happened. Been living in these ruins for weeks and we never set anything off before.
Your call. Won't make the volunteers happy, but the Patriarch put you in charge, not them.
You said yes. Well, I was sure you wouldn't. We won't be any trouble, I promise, and we'll help out wherever we can. Thank you for giving us a chance. Hear that, everyone? We gotta make ourselves useful around here.
Hey, November! I wish more folks were like you, Rangers.
That kid Victory sounds like a bad apple.
Ismerjük meg a főhadiszállásunkat. És ez hol vezet? Poison, nagyon jó. Tehát 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, meg még a klónunk is ért velünk. Ó, de jó. De nem fogom végigolvasni. Ó, ez a kamera azért ez megbír őríteni. Na összer. Aha. Utód már kicsit szerencsétlen te. Ez hol vezet?
Feels funny taking these folks' beds while they're standing around in the lobby. The food you're feeding us is gonna cause a mutiny. I'd hire a cook if I was you.
Guessing it's gonna be tough getting that Valor kid out of Denver in one piece, but it's gotta be done.
Milyen szex?
Months since the bombs fell. Had an incident at the West Gate. Some civilians dug under the fence and tried to make a run for the commissary. Sergeant Peters told us to open fire. Standing orders. Looters to be shot on sight. They didn't look like much to me from 80 meters. And when we got close enough to inspect the bodies, I saw why. They looked like scarecrows. Just skin and bone. The oldest was maybe 15. Every time I close my eyes, I see that kid's face. God forgive me. I can't do this anymore.
Ügyes vagy, fiam.
What do you think? Scrubbed up nice, huh? Just wanted to let you know. There was a man locked up in here when Gretzky's crew opened up the place. Apparently, they let him go. Hope that was the right thing to do. Now, what can I do for you? I have harbored a desire to talk to the raiders who burned down my hometown. I thought, if I understand who they are, I might find peace.
As a Burton.
I think these Dorseys are the closest I'll ever get to that. I found them to be violent religious fanatics, raised in a culture lethally hostile to anything that doesn't look or sound like them. I do not know how best to engage them. Would cruelty reinforce their views? Would kindness give them opportunity to spread their hate? Logical arguments only reinforce their years of emotional bias. How do you help those so lost in hate?
Goodbye.
Good luck out there.
És van egy szomputer.
Good luck out there.
We'll see.
Rangers.
How's it going out there, Marcelo? What's the radio telling you?
Yeah, wish I could say it was the same old pet.
Glad to see you back, Rangers. Cleaned up the worst of the mess in your absence. Now, what can I help you with? Well, I've got friends in the Marshals, the Patriarch's Palace Guard, and some local militias. They've always got more folks wanting to sign up than they have positions for. So I asked my pals to send over everybody on their waiting lists. Now, some of these folks may be, less than top grade for sure. But most will be solid recruits, ready and willing to learn. You'll have to pick and choose. Sure thing. Let's have a look. There you go. Anything else? Happy to tell you what you need to know. Well, came here with my folks when I was a kid, and was a young man when Saul was trying to unite the families and make Colorado a state. I got behind him right away. He had leader written all over him, even back then. I've served at his side ever since, fighting against the monster army, consolidating power here in town, helping him expand our borders.
What Mr. Greatsky means is that he played a key role in many of the Patriarch's greatest victories. And he had no small part in making Colorado what it is today.
You're too kind, Darius. Well, the fighting's never really ended. Trying to hold it all together is a constant struggle. This business with his children is just the latest in a long line of troubles. I do indeed. Some folks can't get past his brusque ways, but that's just the impatience of a man who knows what's right, dealing with fools who don't. He cares too deeply about the well-being of the people of Colorado to let political courtesy slow him down. Of course, you'll hear a lot of folk condemning him for hurting this group or that group with his decisions, but the way I see it, they should be glad it wasn't them who had to make the choice. Stories? They are stories indeed these days. I've told him so many times all the truth's been wrung out of him. Now, let's see. Here's one. So, one day we were hunting monster army raiders and came upon a tin-walled shack. The people inside were shooting at us and not answering our calls to parley. Well, I got sick of that real quick and unslung my rocket launcher. But Saul, he holds up a finger, then creeps around behind the compound. Well, pretty soon we hear him smashing through those tin walls with his hammer, and then comes two high-pitched screams. A few moments later, he comes striding out, carrying a child under each arm. They've been shooting at us because they thought we were coming to eat their dying parents. Now, I will never know how Saul knew it was kids in there rather than raiders, but somehow he did. And we brought them and their folks back to the city and helped them out until they got well again. And he's always been like that. An uncanny ability to always do the right thing. Happy to. What's on your mind? I'll be here.
Stay sharp. Keeping the refugees here is just temporary, right?
Welcome to your communications hub, Rangers. The Patriarch was good enough to let me use my own gear, and I have my high-frequency radio equipment all set up. From here on out, I will be your voice in the wind. You can contact Ranger HQ at any time through your radio, and I'll reach out as needed. When there's arrests to be made under your authority, just radio them into me. Pleasure to serve. The finest setup you'll find this side of the rock.
A faszom, de azért azt
This
hittem, hogy itt
equipment
lesznek új
took years to get
küldetések.
together. A lot of it custom work. String and pieces of gum, you know? This is the only setup in Colorado able to communicate on all sorts of frequency bands, up to the HF band. That means we can reach you pretty much no matter where you are in Colorado. The basic controls are straightforward. You should try the device yourselves whenever you're here. I've picked up all kinds of signals. It's possible you could even reach Arizona. I've worked the radio for some time now, and I hear all kinds of stories from other parts of the world. Horrors you wouldn't believe. Is Colorado perfect? No, but it's a damn sight better than any alternative I've seen. Speaking frankly, great. Protect and serve, right? Things had grown stale with the Marshals. It felt like I'd reached the end of what I could do for the people there. Proud to be a Ranger now. I'm your radio communications expert. I'll be manning the radio whenever you call in, or whenever we need to reach you. Oh, I'm not. It just turns out artificial intelligence isn't that much different from fiddling with radios. Easy enough to install, it turned out, but I wouldn't know the first thing about it otherwise. Anytime.
Érdekel. Nem lettek új küldetéseink.
Guys, over here!
You're good people, Rangers. We'll find a way to pay you back. Anything you need? Sure. Andy may have. He's the only one of us who knew computers. I told him to stay out of there because I was afraid of, well, of something like what happened when this whole place got locked down. Poked my head in there and saw a giant robot next to a dead body. Hard pass. We first got into the base through a hole in the archive room's wall. Some critters living in there chased us around, but we managed to shut them in before anyone got seriously hurt. We've been trying to snare them for a while for fresh meat, but they just chew through the ropes like they're Sour Patch Kids. Careful out there. It's an uncaring world.
Hey, November! Hey, I'm feeling much better now. Ready to help out any way I can. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine, I guess. Not really inspiring anybody, but that's not really our job, is it? Our job is to save the folks back home, and, well, I'm pretty sure we'll get there. We could try harder, though. You bet! Ready when you are.
Quick-save-et ejtsünk meg. Nézzünk egy mappot. Orro, Medbay, Armory. Oh. Nincs olyan mission logunk. Még mindig nincs meg. No, never mind. Nem tudom, mit jelent? Nem kaptunk új küldit. Ez a rész elment a főhadiszállásnak a megismerésére. Igazából semmi komolyat nem tudunk csinálni, de ezt egy óra volt kideríteni. Nem tudom mi értelme van a squad members-öket, csapattagokat cserélgetni, mikor már mindegyiket felfejleszted. Ez nekem nem világos. No. Na várjál, megint nem jó fele vagyok. Tudtam, hogy így nem fog működni. Na persze, hogy amott vagyunk a másik legvégébe. Bazd meg.
Would you rather freeze to death or burn? You're a barrel of monkeys, huh?
Did Rangers seal a deal with the Vegas mob? Rygo says no comment.
Gone faster, and free cremation so your family saves a few bucks on the funeral.
Shootout in Little Vegas. Off-duty marshals slain. Tension between Rangers and marshals. Will there be blood? Find out here.
Maybe I'll join the marshals. You do like the rough people.
I've heard the Patriarch is sick. Can't swing his hammer anymore, if you know what I mean.
You ever know?
Nope. That's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Always watching when I'm shopping and walking home.
Na gyerekek, ezt innen fogjuk folytatni. Én ezt elmentem. Nagyon nem haladtunk. Köszönöm szépen, hogy itt voltatok velem. Sziasztok!